Hello my friends, summer is winding down and we're making one more visit here to Hersheypark. Maybe we're gonna look around for signs of dark nights coming on, so let's go on in. It's been a while since I've been here, but I didn't know there were Sweet Start access signs around here. I just took a look at the app. Candemonium is at a 105-minute wait. And now we come at the crossroads. Do we go straight for Skyrush or do we go straight this way? I think I want to get on Stormy today and maybe Skyrush a little bit later. Skyrush is kind of an intense way to start the day. We're coming up on two important things here. Number one, the world's greatest photographer. This girl works real hard. I've seen her quite a few times as I've been here. And then we have the statue of Milton. You might know if you follow my Instagram stories, every time I'm here, I do a little clip for the Rye Guy in which lasers are coming out of Milton's eyes because, as you all famously know, he comes to life at night as a security system, detecting threats with his laser eyes. But also, for real though, I've heard that like his ghost is here apparently. That's like something that I heard on TikTok. I don't know if there's any truth to it. I was wondering about the wait time for Cup Fusion as I walked by. It's currently at a 2-hour wait, 120 minutes. Good grief. Busy day, busy day. Wait a minute, is that Jolly Rancher? I don't think I've seen him in years. We've truly been blessed this Labor Day weekend. Now I heard there'd been a show here actually during the summer. How about that? Them using the Music Box Theater, but it looks like they're gonna bring back Monster Ball for Dark Nights, or I guess not Dark Nights, the daytime stuff. Do they call it daytime stuff for Halloween something? I don't know. And we've made it here to Stormrunner. They're running both sides, thank goodness. And it looks to be about an hour wait according to the app. So across from the boardwalk, I found my first sign, literally, of Dark Nights. Okay, cool. I wonder if they've opened that store yet that's down there. Probably not. So this is still very much not spooky seasoned yet, not ready for Dark Nights. I guess maybe they have the resources to actually set up everything right after Labor Day weekend, even though it's only 2 weeks away that we'll be at Dark Nights. Because normally, like last year, they had the big entryway here for the scare zone that was right here by Wildcat's Revenge. So we're now here at Wildcat's Revenge. I forgot to look up the wait time. I'll look it up in a second. But it looks like they already have the entryway for the Descent set up here. The Catacombs of Decay. Was that the same tagline as last time? I really should have looked it up. But they do have this cart, which did get a Dark Nights layover last year with all the drinks. And here's a sign for Twisted Carnival, which I guess is returning. All right. And then I think there should be one more down this way, and then the other two should be up by where we just were for Stormrunner. Oops. Also, just something to point out, did the bumper cars go away in order to accommodate the abattoir meat butcher shop themed house? Because it looks like that. I see Quality Pork on the window there. Oh man, they got rid of that whole ride just so they could have this permanent structure here, didn't they? That's kind of a bummer, in my opinion. It's terrible to lose rides, especially for a park like this that needs as much capacity as it can get. And there's the sign, Antemortem's Abattoir, which was a new word to me last year, but now I've seen it pop up in so many different like haunt experiences because they have to find unique ways to describe things we're familiar with. Anyway, the queue is all set up over there. And then I guess it wraps around behind the Music Express over to that area. I'm making my way back up the hill, but considering Wildcat's Revenge is at an hour wait, I just checked, I think I'm going to just get on this. I'm just going to get in line here. Oh boy, so Wildcat's Revenge, when it's hot out, is just a whole different experience. It really responds to the change in temperature, and it hauls. Like, it was completely different from like all the laps that I did in the spring. when it was like maybe in like the 60s and 70s, right? Today, I think it's in like the high 80s, low 90s, and I can't imagine now what it was like when we were in that heat wave. Holy smokes. So I sat in row 9, and normally that's like not too whippy, but you get, you know, a decent amount of floater, and that's how I kind of like it, to kind of tame down the forces a little bit. But when we were going through like that double up, I was just like bam, bam, right on the thighs. Like it was just blowing through all the elements one after the other. I was very surprised. So I just walked by. I was looking to get on the sea lions, but I missed the 2:30, so we're going to wait for the 4 o'clock. So I figured I'd come over here and check out this whole thing. This is where the Twizzler Swings ride is going to be. That is pretty cool that it's going to be overlooking the water. I am a little bummed, though, that that's going to affect the Noel during the Candy Cane Lane stuff that they did here for the lights and stuff, because there were trees and everything here. Or was this where the theater was? Actually, yeah. So for Dark Nights, this whole space used to be a house, and now I think the other houses are being moved over by the catering area by Fahrenheit. So, but all right, next year there will be a ride here. So I know Skyrush had been on one train for a while, but definitely looks like 2. I don't know if the sun didn't allow you to see that, but there's definitely 1 stacked on the brake run. Let's see how bad the wait is, but I definitely want to check this out one last time. Camera's going in the locker, but I'll be right back with my phone for a little bit. All right, so first of all, Skyrush. Not all the lights were working, like the lights that run as you're getting dispatched, those weren't going, but the thing was hauling. It was wonderful. Thank goodness it's on 2 trains, because I saw nothing but complaints about this 1 train ops over the summer. So Skyrush, amazing. Forgot to talk about this over here, Stormrunner. I was so hungry I completely forgot to do a clip about that, but it was running pretty well. It was a little rattlier than I remembered, but it has been a while. I haven't been on this since the spring, so I don't know. I still love this layout. I wish it were longer. I wish it had a second launch. I just wish more for Stormy. It's definitely still one of my favorites here at the park. Meanwhile, behind me, I am finally going to see the Sea Lion show for the very first time here. That's right, and apparently you gotta line up like 15-20 minutes ahead. Oh, there it goes. But yeah, apparently for the Sea Lion show, line up 15-20 minutes ahead of time to get a good spot, because I do not want to be in one of those seats that's just in nothing but sun. But I think also this show ends pretty soon, so saying goodbye to summer with the Sea Lions. Happy to see that this is all completely covered, so there's no sunny seats. And then I have here special guest Decay Brigade that I'll be watching this with, I guess, for the first time.
Welcome you all here to the Hersheypark Amphitheater, the sweetest place on earth. Currently, we are the home to 2 California sea lions and then 5 harbor seals. And we are a facility that's dedicated to the field of marine mammal science and education. So really, we focus on animal care and then educating our guests about these animals, our environment, and conservation. Now, the second part of our training then is targeting. To target really just means to touch. We teach our animals, just like Satara here, to touch the tip of their nose to a target pole, which is just a stick with a buoy on the end of it. One thing that our animals really enjoy, especially Satara, are lots of ice cubes. And then the reason that we ask for so much of it, applause is a great form of reinforcement for our animals. Satara's doing awesome out there. Can we give her a big award? Woo! Very nicely done, Satara. Now, I do want to tell you a little bit more. Now, he is 5 years old, and he joined us a few years ago for the Mystic Aquarium in Connecticut. Put your hands together for Cove. Very nicely done, Cove. That's a great big hello from him. Cove actually knows another fun way to say hello. So a lot of people come to our shows, and they know what sea lions sound like. Seals also vocalize, though. They typically make softer grunting or snorting or hissing sounds. And Cove actually knows how to vocalize on the microphone. So I'm going to take the mic off, we'll turn it up, and we'll see if Pope wants to say hello to everyone.
And as you might remember from last year, we just exited the Aqua Theater. This is where the mining house is going to be again this year. I can already see some of the props right back under there. So can confirm this is the only one in this area house-wise. The other two are going to be over by the Fahrenheit catering area. All right, I forgot where I left things off here, but I ended up riding Wildcat's Revenge one more time and then Canamonium here on the way out. Cup Fusion shut down as I was about to get on it, and now we're making our way out of the park. Operations in general here today as we say goodbye to summer have been a touch slow. I would say Wildcat's Revenge and Skyrush had the best operations of the day. But that's going to do it for me here today. I was joined by the Decade off-log. They're not in costume or anything like that, but you'll definitely see them when I come back to Hersheypark for Dark Nights. Very interesting thing that now makes sense to me is that walking around the crowd with them, it was actually tough to keep up with them. And the way that we went from Great Bear all the way down to Wildcats in like 10 minutes because they're really used to being able to like sift through a crowd was like, well, duh, that's literally their job. Of course they're good at that. So just a fun little tidbit right there. But anyway, that's it. Goodbye summer from Hersheypark. And next time I see you will hopefully be at Dark Nights. So for now, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. And I hope you go make your own adventure. Bye.